Hey ladies, welcome to this hostess party. My name is Mandy Nichols and I am going to be showing you some of my favorite products from Synergens. So I am a Synergens distributor and I started doing this when my newborn was born. He is now 2 months old and I have a newborn and a 2-year-old, and I decided I needed something for myself to do at home and to also kind of help bring in some extra income. I am a teacher, but I am on maternity leave until September. So I figured now is as good a time as any to start doing this and to share my love of this makeup with everybody else. So today I'm just going to show you my staple items and how to apply them and it might help you get some ideas on what you might be interested in ordering. So I'm going to start with, I always start with my CCTM as my foundation. So I just apply it straight from the bottle. So all of Synergens products are anti-aging, and all of their cream products are anti-aging. So not only is this going to give me a medium coverage, but it's also going to work on my anti-aging stuff. So once I turned 30, I decided this was something I should probably start working on. And I love that their Synergens products, our products, are a 2-for-1, all of them, whether they're growing your lashes or anti-aging. So in areas that I have more red, I do a patting motion, and kind of on the perimeter, I just do a sweeping motion. So this just kind of gives me a blank canvas. I like CCTM because it's not as full of coverage and it's super lightweight. We also have foundation. I just prefer the CCTM. So next thing I do is I take the deep CCTM and I make bronzer. So it's like where the light naturally hits my face. So I just take it and I apply a dot on the back, and I use my brush to work it into the brush and then apply it with a pinched brush where I want it to go, and then I go in and I blend it out. And then I use what's left on my jawline, and then I go and blend it. So the amazing thing about Synergens products is they're so blendable. Sometimes I get too much up here and I get a harsh line, and I just go and I take what's left on my original brush and kind of pat the lines to make it more of a seamless transition. It happens on my cheeks sometimes too. But I actually like them to be a little more bold in the beginning, because once I get the rest of my products on, it kind of settles them down. So that just creates like a bronzing look on your face. I'll sometimes go in and do the edges of my nose too. All right, so now I'm going to go in and start my eyeshadow before I do my eyebrows. So I have kind of 5 staple eyeshadows. So the amazing thing about these eyeshadows is they can work in 2 ways. So this color, Mocha Java, I originally purchased it with the fact that I wanted to do it with my eyes, my eyebrows, and my bronzing. So you don't have to have this other product, the Deep CCTM. You can just use one of the eyeshadows. So I always go in and start with Natural Tan, and I put it all over my eyelid. So again, these are anti-aging, very blendable. So I work it into my brush and I just sweep it over my entire eyelid up to my brow bone and underneath of my eye. And I do the same over here. I'm kind of trying to do this a little bit quickly because I don't want this to be a forever long video for you to watch. And I really work on trying to get my eye open because I do have somewhat of a hooded eye and my eyes kind of slant downwards. So next I go and I take that Mocha Java and I put it right here on the outer corner. So I work it into my brush, and I keep out my original brush of Natural Tan so that way I can go back in and blend. I don't put any more product on it, just like I didn't with my foundation brush. But I want to be able to blend it out if I get a too harsh of a line. So I'm blending it, and I'll go in and I'll do the other side. Kind of right up here. I like when I have my eyes open for you to still be able to see it. So blending, blending, blending. This one I might need to use my natural tan brush and kind of go back in a little bit. There we go. And I'll kind of sweep some under the lash just to make my eyes open, look more open. All right. So I will go back and use Mocha Java later on my eyebrows. The next color, which was one of my starter colors, was Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. So I love to just use this color all over my eyelid. It makes a really pretty eyelid color. I thought I had all my brushes out. That's not the one I want. There we go. So this is another one that I used also as my highlighter in the beginning. I don't anymore, but it was a really pretty color just to highlight right here. So it was another 2-for-1. I'm not using the color I got originally today for my blush, but I used it on my eyelid and as a blush. So I'll go through, quickly put it here on my inner corner. Do you see how easy they are to use? Like, they're blending seamlessly. I don't really have to put a whole lot of work into it. All right, so that was Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. And now I'm gonna go, and I have a black color called Onyx that I use as my eyeliner. So I just take a brush and I put it, I have to use the mirror for this one. I put it from like the center of my eye out, and then I open up my eye and I kind of do a little wing right there. I'll do the same thing over here. I need a little more on my brush. And I'm gonna go and I'm gonna blend it in. So I just quickly put it on. You can also just use an eyeliner. This is just more blendable, which makes it so you don't have to be precise. So I'm just gonna go take a brush and I'm gonna blend that out, and I'm gonna blend this a little bit. And once I get my eyelashes done, you'll see that it that little wing kind of goes with my eyelashes, and it helps make my eyes look more open. I'm gonna quickly put some eyeliner on my waterline, and then I'm actually gonna do that last. So now I'm going to go and I'm gonna put some concealer under my eyes right here, and I like to let it sit. Whoa, I got too much. So I'm gonna try and use some of that out here and out here. I let it sit because when it sits, it gets thicker and you get kind of more bang for your buck. You don't have to use as much. I used way too much on one eye, and kind of just, I'm gonna use it on the outsides too. So while I let that sit, I go in and I do my eyebrows. So currently I'm using Mocha Java on my eyebrows. For me, I'm starting to think maybe it's not the perfect color for me, and I do have Senegence's new brow colors coming in the mail, which I'm excited to try out. And it also has lengthening or brow building serum in it. And so I have, these spots up here that I'm excited to try and start getting my lashes, I keep saying lashes, my eyebrows to grow in those areas. It's kind of hard to do in the camera. So I just go in and I fill them in real quick. So my Mocha Java is a 3-for-1, right? I can use it as my bronzer, my eyebrows, and on the outer of my, I look a little crazy, of my eye look. All right. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to blend out my concealer, which I'm doing that same thing I was talking about, like the stippling instead of brushing, just to get more coverage. And so I want it come up here again, to make a more lifted look. There we go. All right, next I'm gonna apply my Undersense, which is for my eyelashes. So it's a primer for your eyelashes, but it also it has that lash lengthening in it. I used to use a separate product to do my eyelashes, you know, for lengthening, and I would always forget to put it on before bed, always. So it's kind of a waste of my time, and it was so expensive. This is a 2-for-1, so I don't have to remember to put it on. I do let these dry, so I'm going to go and I'm going to put my Undersense on, and then I'm going to go and do my blush and my highlighter, and then put my mascara on. I don't always do all of these steps. This is kind of like, if I'm going to go to work, this is what I'm going to do. If I'm just running to the store, I'm probably not going to do all these steps. Or I might. I do enjoy. Yesterday I didn't want to do any makeup at all, so I didn't do all these steps. I did 3 of them. I did my CCTM, my bronzer, I guess 4, my eyelashes, and then I put snow on the inner corner. So I'm going to real quickly go and put my blush on. This is an old blush bottle. Now blushes come in the airless pumps, which is like this, so you get every single drop. So I just I have some on my finger, and I'm just going to go in right here. This is called Pouty Pink. So it's a very, very subtle blush color. I love it because it's not super crazy. I do have a really bright pink one coming that I'm very excited to try. So you can see that, you know, hint of pink. And then I'm going to go in. I use Pearlizer. Again, the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer would totally do the same thing for a highlighter. It's actually a really pretty highlighter. But I just use the Pearlizer to go in and make some highlighting. I know this was kind of quick. I don't want to keep you here forever. So if you have any questions, please, please, please message me. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put my mascara on. This mascara also has that lash lengthening serum in it. And I have noticed the biggest difference in my eyelashes. I've never had like, wow, your eyelashes look so good effect ever. So my eyelashes have been a game changer with this stuff, especially with the Undersense. It does not come out the same. Oh, and I hate when I do that. How many of you get your nose whenever you, also how many of you have one good side of eyelashes that always work out the best and one that just like does not want to cooperate? This side is the side that never wants to cooperate. Okay, for sake of time, I'm not going to sit here and just like keep messing with them. I'm going to top everything with a powder and then go in and do my inner corner. I use the light powder, and it kind of just causes like a nice blurring effect over all of your makeup. It also, if you're oily, does a fantastic job at, you know, helping with the oiliness throughout the day. All right, one last thing that is so important, I didn't realize how big of a difference it made, was to use snow on my inner corners. It really brightens your eye. And sometimes I'm like, oh wow, that was way too much. And then later in the day, I'm like, oh no, that looks awesome. So I kind of go for more. See the difference? Oh, that one maybe was a little too much. All right. There you go. So those are my go-to products that I use regularly. So, oh, I almost forgot my lips. the magic lips. So I cleaned my lips before I started. I'm going to go in and I'm going to apply 3 coats of this. This color is called Dawn Rising. So I want to let it dry between the coats. That dries pretty quickly. I want to go the same direction every time. Let it dry. Do not rub your lips together. Right now they're super tacky. One more coat. Okay. So I let it dry, and then I apply Glossy Gloss. You can really top it with any kind of gloss that you want. Sometimes I like to top this one with this gloss, but this is our most popular that you would want to start with. So once I go in, I can just apply my gloss. It does not transfer to my gloss. And then I can rub it together. I actually like to. All right, now the magic of lip sense. It is not, the magic of any of this stuff, it is not going to come off. Once it sets, my eyes are gonna look like this tonight before I take a shower and wash my face. Like, it always amazes me at night when I come into the bathroom and my eyeshadow looks exactly the same. It's the best part, honestly. All right, so if you have any questions for me, please, please, please reach out. There's no such thing as too many questions, so please reach out throughout the party and let me know what questions you have, and I can help you pick out colors, give you recommendations, and so on. So I can't wait to party with all of you. Thanks.